Welcome to New York Live, Rockin' Inc. MC. It's been a great weekend. The weather's starting to get fally, a little cold. You know, you wake up in the morning, the blankets are off, you're freezing, your little bun's off, but it's getting to that weather. Foliage soon, leaves are going to be falling. We're going to get on the bikes, going to hit the mountains. It's going to be great. But anyway, we have a really good lineup tonight. I crunched things, I took things away. I have a really good show set up for you guys tonight. I had a great weekend. Friday night, went to the Emporium, big shot there. And Saturday, I was all over the place. Let me tell you something. I don't know how I did it, and I survived. I left my house 10 in the morning, went to Queens, visit my son. I was there till about 2 o'clock. I left there, I went to my nephew's bar mitzvah. I left there, I went home. I jumped to a house party. House party, I left. I went and had a private party with my band Love that I played until 12:30. Ran to the Arden to my friend's 50th birthday. I was there till 2:30 in the morning, so I blew myself out. So Sunday it was me and the couch and some football. That's it, man. That was the weekend. But it was a good weekend. I like to run around, take one day to just wipe it all out. It was great. Tonight, my model spotlight, I'm going to have from Arizona, Mischief Madness. This woman has, wait until you see her, split tongue. She hangs from the rings from a string. Oh, man, she does some crazy stuff. She had silicone in the body, a lot of great stuff. But we'll get to her, and I have a very special guitarist. Since my first show, I'm on my 20th show now, and he's back. Mr. George Cintron I have with me. Let's say hello to George. Hey, George, I was waiting for you to be in the camera. There you go, George. I was going to pull you in for a second because we're so close. We have George Cintron back, and George was here for my first show. My first show was May 5th. That was 20 shows ago. It seems like it was yesterday, and it goes quick. It goes really, really quick. But I want to get to the show and get it going. So my guest tonight, if you don't know him, if you haven't heard of him, you need to really get out there. You know, he's doing stuff with a Long Island legend, and he's going to be a Long Island legend because what he has going on right now, everybody dreams of. So let's go to the video and let's see what this legend has to say about the new legend to be.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Some love is just sweet.
Here's Billy talking about members of his band. The new guy, Mike Delguidice.
This guy's in a Billy Joel tribute band called Big Shot. We had the Big Shot do a sound check for us once. So I go backstage while they're doing this, and I'm hearing this guy singing. I said to one of the road crew, oh, they're playing a tape. No, that's that band Big Shot. I said, no, it's not. I know my voice. That's me. That's a tape. And then it was this guy singing. He plays guitar, plays keyboards, sings harmony great. It's almost as if I'm harmonizing with myself. I asked him to be in the band, and I'm having a good time watching him, seeing what's going on, because he just did a quantum leap.
You're only human. You're supposed to make mistakes. Only human. Like a boxer in a title fight, you gotta walk in that ring all alone. You're never the only one to make mistakes, but they're the only things you can truly call your own. Don't forget your second wind. Wait in that corner until that breeze blows in. One more time. Don't forget your second wind. Wait in that corner until that breeze blows in. Don't forget your second wind. Don't forget your second wind. Don't forget your second wind. Don't forget your second wind.
All right, so what do you think? I have with me today Michael Delguidice, the Long Island legend to be. That's what I say. Let's go to Mike. Say hello to Mike here, everybody.
How you doing, man?
It's great to have you, man.
Great to be here, Jack.
It's going to be great. I have, we got a good little show lined up here. I know you've been everywhere. You've been You've been on NBC, you've been on News 12, you've been in the New York Times, Newsday, the Today Show, but now you're on Rockin' Ink MC.
I'm happy to
But
be here.
we could talk about things that they didn't want. They just want to know about the Billy Joel thing. We're going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about everything else. Because
Oh, good.
a lot of people go to see you, they go see Big Shot, and they don't know much about Mike.
Right.
You know? I know some things about Mike, and I hope I have most of them correct. We're going to find out tonight.
All right,
but
good.
I try to do the best I can and do some research, and I like to bring out things to people and let them know, you know, what they got here and what you go through, because it's not as easy as people think, right?
Right.
It's
Absolutely.
not an easy thing.
Absolutely.
So I want to go and I'm going to start back. Not when you were in diapers, but I'm going to go back a little, all right?
Okay.
So let's go back. I have a picture. Let's bring up the kids' gloves. All right, so I have a picture of kids' gloves. It's kid gloves right there,
Kid
right?
gloves, yeah.
So in kid gloves, I know Pete.
Yes,
Right?
Pete
So
Senorito, yep.
I put a square up around Pete, and I put a square up around you. But I think one of your other members was in the band, too, that plays with you now. Who else? Was there anyone else? Ken or somebody?
Ken Sino,
Okay.
who plays with Big Shot a lot. He played the main guy for 10 years. And Mike Sorrentino.
Okay, so how long ago did that start?
That was in 1997 or 98. And I was in between, either doing piano bar or getting done doing this crap forever. So I happened to just run into them in a bar. I think it was the Village Pub. And I ended up being like, wow, these guys are great. Kid Gloves is great. And I used to watch them all the time. And then they came and saw me at some Italian restaurant in West Islip, Villa Monaco. In West Islip, and they asked me to join the band, and then we started going from there.
So it goes back to like way back then. Now you have guys that are your friends, they're bandmates, and you're together a long time. That's like big family, more than family.
You ain't kidding. You don't know the half of it.
A lot goes on, right? Right? And,
Oh, yeah.
And like people go and they don't realize, you're with these guys and you've been with them forever.
Yes. Yeah.
Some people know, people that musicians and stuff, they know this stuff, and we're out there, and the scene is a family. It really is. I mean, we keep the scene going, because we go see each other in the bands, and we try to keep it going. The Long Island scene is not strong. It's definitely not strong. You're lucky you pull a crowd. It's not easy pulling
No,
crowds.
it's not
in Long
anymore.
Island. Not easy.
No, the circuits.
The clubs
dead
are having
compared.
hard times.
Yeah.
So it's bad. So some of the things. So you had your kid gloves thing that went on for a long time, and then you play guitar, you play piano, you're a vocalist, right? What else do you do? You play bass?
Play bass and drums. Bass and drums are my favorite. I think bass is one of my main axes that I play. And drums, I love to record a lot on the drums more. But the rhythm stuff.
The rhythm stuff that you get through.
Yeah.
So some of the other things, you're a family guy.
Yes.
We got some beeping going on. We don't know what's going on.
What the hell is that? What are we doing over here?
Oh, is it this? No, we don't know what it is. We got some beep. As long as it's not a bomb, very
Computer?
good. Might be that computer. Unplug that. Oh, we got an alarm clock going
That's
off
going to
over here.
explode in about 30 seconds.
But anyway, so let's get back to this. So you're a family guy, and let's go back to like family. You have kids.
Yes.
You're married. Have you been married more than once?
I have been married a lot, Jay.
Child support. You better work.
yeah. You ain't kidding. Big Shot's got to do okay. I have the most unique family situation, but to me, I have the greatest family situation in the world. There's not a lot of people that could be married multiple times and still have families that can actually coexist, get along, do what's right for the kids, try to be the best you can for the kids. And I've got 4 amazing kids, and they range from 21 all the way down.
I was going to ask you, what's the age?
Yeah, my daughter Victoria is 21, just turned 21. Samantha is 19, just turned 19. They're all on the shift. Colby's 13, and Noah is 10. So I have 2 boys, 2 girls. All of them went to Miller Place, or in that area where I grew up. And it's that's my life. I mean, the in-betweens are the in-betweens. I have a great wife. Her name is Missy. Now, we have a funny story. I mean, I'm married. This is my 4th time.
Wow.
Mind you, 4th. Missy, I was with, though, after my first wife, Vicky. So I had 2 girls with my first wife. We were together 7 years, about. And Colby with my second wife. and then Noah with my third wife.
Good flavor.
Good flavor. And Missy now, I was with my current wife. I was with after my first wife for 3 years. So we ended up breaking up, and then we got back together. And then the last record I wrote a lot was about a lot of that situation and how it came full circle.
And how's the wives get along?
I got to be honest with you. Everybody really cares about the kids, and it's a testimony to me, to God's goodness, really, because you know what, you see these kind of situations, they can go bad.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody really cares about what's best for the kids, and I think we all get along great, and I think it's an excellent. You don't see it a lot. What we have.
You don't.
It's really based on love, and that's it. And to me, love is, you're doing everything for the kids. You're doing everything to do the right thing for the other person. Put somebody else before yourself. And if you keep those kind of things in play, eventually any hard feelings that were had in the beginning of a divorce they eventually just have no choice but to kind of go away. And you do the best you can.
You feed good, you're gonna get good back.
Yes.
That's the way it is.
I know great kids.
You're a little you're on the religious side, and I'm on the religious side a little. I try to keep my faith and try to keep my ground.
And it's hard in this world.
Yes, it's really hard.
It's hard in this world. And I can't. I've gotten very, very away from organized religion.
You have to believe what you could believe and what you could handle.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, you learn through your kids too, and you learn through your mistakes, your trial and error. And then you say to yourself, well, God, has to kind of learn his stuff too. You have, you got, if you want to talk Bible, you have like Old Testament where he's wiping people out, smiting armies, and taking out generations of people. And then New Testament, you have Jesus and this whole, whatever. And there's so many different religions and so many different people that share the same value system and the same, love and the stuff that's right. The good fruit, the good stuff.
And when it comes together, it helps family. That helps family big time.
100%.
It does.
Yeah.
And with all of this, you growing up as a kid, as a teenager in your young 20s, you had to have a down low time. Do you remember that down low time for yourself? And you said, "Wow, what am I doing? How do I get out of this?"
I've had a few. Yeah, I've definitely. And I think all musicians.
We all do, right?
That's what we are. We're bipolar. We're either at the best of times. Down. Yeah, that one. You want me to get that out of there? It's not looking.
Your mic is not off.
My mic's off. We get it on there. Get it up there.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
All right, here we go.
There we go. Now
that better? Better? All right, that's good. Okay, all right. Ask again now. What the hell did you say?
We have our down times, right? You have your down times when things aren't right, and
you definitely do.
You hit a low.
And when you go through a couple of different situations with divorces and things like that, it's a swaying period. But those swaying periods really help you grow, and they really help you discover. And you eventually, your down periods go to higher peaks, and I think you somehow learn to kind of swindle your way through this thing.
Yeah, and to get past it. It's not easy. I'm divorced now like 7 years. My kids live with me.
I'm divorced 7 times.
My kids are old. I have a 16-year-old daughter, a 20-year-old, and a 23-year-old. So it gets a little easy as they're older, And I only have one ex-wife, so it's not that bad. But it is hard. You go through a lot of hard times, and you definitely have taken a lot of stuff and molded it and dragged it up with you.
Absolutely,
absolutely.
And the downtimes are fine. You learn a lot in them. And for me, the kids are healthy. The kids are great, and it's about that relationship. That's everything.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's my relationship with my children is the most important thing, and I have a really great supportive wife, and so it all helps the situation.
Yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to George. We're gonna take us out to a commercial, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have more with Mike.
Yes, we YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful framed prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Back.
Yeah, George.
George Cintron, back with Mike Delguidice, and we're going to try to keep George playing. I think he got cut off before, but we're going to keep George going. George is here because we want to hear George play. You know?
Yes.
So we're going to do some playing tonight also. So anyway, I want to get back to Mike because I got a lot I want to try to cover with him, but also I want to have a good time tonight. So we're going to get together. We're going to do some jamming here. That's why I cut a lot of stuff out tonight. So what I want to do is I want to talk about another short thing here with Mike, and this is a story that I know, and I think it's a true story, so I want to try to see if I can get the story right with Mike. So back in probably 2000, Eugene's Rough Cut. He's laughing.
Really?
Village Pub.
Here we go.
All right.
Roll the dice.
So I was actually playing in the band at that time. Eugene pulled me in the band. He had a problem with his drummer. And I used to play with the original Rough Cut back in the days when Eugene used to sing. So,
Okay.
well, like, the Hendricksons are like family to me.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
You could kill some of them, you could keep some of them, right?
Yes. Yes.
And the Hendricksons are everywhere, just like they
Yes.
said, right?
Yes.
The Hendricksons are everywhere. But anyway, we did a few gigs there, and Eugene was like, I'm going to play the drums, and my friend Mike's going to come up and play Billy Joel, because I want him to start a Billy Joel band. Now, did this start around that?
No.
Okay.
No, it didn't. But Gene was a part of it from the beginning for me.
Okay.
I went to Gene's house, and Gene at the time, I guess, wasn't doing much at the time. It was around 2000. And I said, look, I'm looking to do either a McCartney tribute band, or I'm looking to do something with Billy Joel. Are you interested in playing? And he really wasn't interested in playing at the time. He was kind of like, I don't know if I want to play. I don't know what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, he got involved. He's like, all right, let's do it.
Let's
Let's
do it.
try it. Let's do it. We'll book a gig at the Village Pub. We'll do our first gig at the Village Pub. And, I've known Gene a long time. I've known David a long time. I've known George a long time. The whole crew.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them no matter what. This is the kind of, like, no matter what, I always come back to saying, you know
have
what?
to, yeah.
Because I honestly don't believe in holding resentment toward anybody. You're not always going to get along with everybody. You're not going to agree with everybody.
Yeah.
And things, at that time were very good, and we were good friends. And things happen.
Yeah.
It's life. It is what it is, and everybody sees things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
There's usually three sides to every story. So, but I had went to him because to me, I had started this. I recorded with Doug Stegmeyer back in 1994, 93 to 95. We did a whole record together. At the end of that record, Doug Stegmeyer died at the end of the record. About a year before that, I got together with Doug and I said, look, I'd like to go out. I'm already doing piano bar. I was doing piano bar for a lot of years, doing the Billy and the Elton and all that stuff. And I said, I'd really like to get together and do it as a band. So me, Doug Stegmeyer, and Phil Weiss got together at Doug's studio, and we started rehearsing this Billy Joel band.
Mm-hmm.
Doug died, committed suicide back in 95. The whole idea of the Billy thing at that point kind of took a dive.
Uh-huh.
I got involved with Kid Gloves after that. When it came down, when Kid Gloves ended, I needed something to do. I was either going to go back to doing piano bar, or I was just going to kind of try to do something else, just write music and get a day job. And then I said, you know what? I was doing the Billy thing with Doug, and it was authentic. It was with Billy's actual bass player.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? Let me try something up again. And I had heard that, Gene was, back in good form.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say,
Yeah.
And it was a good time. And we had gotten together and we did Nobody's Children back when I was 20, like 20 years old, me and Gene. So we'd known each other a long time. So I immediately went to his house, and Gene has got a great business sense, and he's got a great, he's ambitious as, you can't out ambition the guy.
Yeah.
He's just like, when he gets involved with something, he puts 110% into
Yeah.
it. And my idea was, you know what, I'm going to do a Billy Joel band. I'm shy. I'm not the guy that's going to go walking up to a club owner and be like, yo, da-da-da. I said, you take care of the business angle of it. I'll do what I have to do with this, and we'll make a thing out of it. And it went really well. It went right off the map right
off
from
the
there.
map.
It just kind of took off. But originally, it was me going to his house and just asking him, do
Starting
you
it
want
up
to
that
play?
way. Yeah.
I said, I'm going to do something. It's either McCartney or it's going to be, And at first he was like, I don't know. I don't know. Billy Joel.
But I remember you coming to the club and dragging your stuff up there and doing a few Billy Joel songs, and Gene would jump on the drums, and it was like,
which
then
we
after
used to
that,
do with
boom.
Nobody's Children too.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of Nobody's Children. Was what I can remember was me, Teddy Rondinelli, Rob DiMartino, and Gene. It was basically a four-piece.
Four-piece.
And I would play the Billy Joel stuff, and then Teddy would go off and do whatever, and then before you know it, everybody got involved, and George was immediately involved, and George just ended up covering most of
it.
What ended up happening, and then that band did what it did.
Yeah.
I was at the forefront of that little the beginning of that.
So
that
that's the birth of it all. Really,
that's the birth. That was the birth of it all right there. And we went headstrong for a couple of years.
So that's what I wanted to get to. Where did it birth it from, and where did it come from?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't really know, and
Yeah.
they don't even know it's been around this long.
I mean, you know what it was? It was I did piano bar for 13 years. and I was known for doing Billy. So it was one of those, I could either make this a band now, or I could just continue to do piano
doing
bar,
it,
which
that's
I
it.
was done with. I
Yeah.
was kind of done with that.
Yep. So did you ever think that this would get to this point, like back then? Did you ever imagine that you would get to the point that you're all right now with it? That even like you're at Mulcahy's and you're at the Emporium and you go out on that stage and you just see a packed house. Do you ever think, you know?
Not, you know what? I'm a one day at a time guy, Jay. I was born. I had a lot of issues, kidneys. I was sick. I had a lot of problems physically. So I never really. I always live every day like it was my last day. So I never thought that far. You know, to me it was, wow, I'm playing guitar today. Hopefully I'll be playing guitar tomorrow. And and then every day something would happen. And I really believe in that, live day to day thing, because if I think too far ahead, I'll stress out and fall apart. Yeah.
I have some pictures. I want to show some pictures of Mike playing with Big Shot and also with Billy, so people, get an idea. If you don't know Mike, if you've never seen him, here's a picture of him with Big Shot, and I think that was at one of the casinos. I think I have a few casino shots here. Yeah. Right, and yeah, I think they were at the casino, a few of them.
Okay.
And I have one from your neighborhood,
Yeah,
Rocky Point. Now look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago that, but look at all those people outdoors. Now, how do they? That's a pretty big PA to outdoors, man, to fill that up.
Yeah, we finally got our guy. Scott LaRochelle came in, SCL Sound from Connecticut, Massachusetts actually, and he flew the whole. It was. I said we need a PA for this. It's going to be about 6,000 people. I said we need. The big deal.
The big deal.
Came in and he.
Now this is you. That's probably the Barclays Center, I think. And speaking of, like, Mike played the Barclays Center, and I'm gonna go through some of this also. But that's Barclays Center, was New Year's, and
best.
I don't know where every one of these locations are. This is the Garden, a view. You must have took this with your phone because it's a picture out to the crowd, like probably when you were walking out to the stage saying, like, oh my God, look at this.
Yeah. I actually did. We did one of the stadiums, and I posted a video of us walking up.
Oh, did you?
When the lights go down, it's so intense.
People don't understand how huge this is. It's, coming from where you are and then you're walking into this situation. It's just gigantic.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. So like
it's amazing.
So your story goes that you were asked by Tommy Burns, who was the guitarist of Billy Joel, right, to come and sit in for rehearsals. I guess to give. The band, I think, wants to rehearse, but Billy doesn't like to rehearse, right? Something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a like thing or a time thing, or, it's just one of those issues where it's a lot easier if the band is polished and he can just kind of walk in and do his thing. And they've always used, I guess, other guys for that. And then this time I happened to get, the call for that because Tommy's been playing with Big Shot for a couple of years now. So I ended up getting the call, and it just kind of, snowballs from there. It just I walk in and I do rehearsals, and then it just... one thing after the domino effect. That I didn't even see coming. I mean, I honestly didn't.
So you're some of the story is you guys are rehearsing at the Paramount here in Long Island, and one day Billy asked to talk to you. Did you like heart fall and like, oh, why does he want to talk to me?
Yeah, you know what? What's great about having Tommy as a really best friend is that he was able to give me some of the, like the morning of, on the way to the Paramount. Hey, he just calls me out of nowhere and goes, "You got a passport?" And I was like, why are you asking me that question? Like all of a sudden the wheels start turning. Maybe they need somebody to do this on the road. Mm-hmm. Maybe they need somebody to warm up on the road for him, or to sound check, or to get the band ready. Ready. So I didn't know what it was. But that day it was all kind of falling in place. And then Brian Ruggles, Billy's longtime sound guy and one of his best friends, he started poking things at me. The stuff on guitar, right? The acoustic? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'm not saying anything. And then he would walk away. So it was kind of being set up that morning, and I my nerves were just, if you could imagine it. Yeah. I'm in there just like kind of, I'm already nervous rehearsing, making sure I'm playing the right chord, which I know I'm not, and all that shit. So it's like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm trying to get it all right. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, in walks Billy, and then this whole day happens. That whole day was just such a beyond words.
Did things like this go through your head, saying like, wow, I put all these years and time into Big Shot. Now, if I do this with Billy, what's going to happen to Big Shot? Did you think of that?
I did, you know, and what I
Because
said.
you put a lot of time into that. You say,
Yeah,
wow, I'm
it's-
going to do this. Is this going to work for me? And I'm going to lose that?
Nothing was ever successful for me growing up. You know what I mean? In music, it was always piano bar and $100 here, $100 there, and struggling and having kids. You know, you got to make a living. So Big Shot was the first avenue that I ever saw that, wow, I could actually earn a living and feed my family playing music. And it was always at Billy's, you know, expense in a sense.
Yeah.
It was his music. So it was always such an honor to do that and be able to do that, that to have gotten to the point where I could just earn a living with that, I was happy. When this all happened, it was a whole nother, you know, I just, you know, if you can imagine,
oh,
it's
yeah.
just mind-boggling, you know.
Well, there's a ton. The tribute bands are all over the place today. So like
Yes. And at the time, they
every
weren't.
tribute, yeah, at the time it was. But right now, every tribute band loves that fact. Like, wow, if I could sing with that band, or if I have someone in that band play with me, and here you are, you're actually with Billy doing it. You know, so it's like beyond anyone else's dream or whatever is happening.
Yeah.
You know, but we're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna come back with Mike. We're gonna go out with George, and we'll be right back.
For top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies, Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world, with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
Hi, I'm Jay Nova, host of Rocket Inc. MC, and you're watching MadhouseTV.com.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
All right. I'm trying to get in the scene here. Oh my
Get it down.
All right, I'm in.
Hi. Hi, I'm Karen Vito. Hi, and I'm Regina Galley. We're here doing a show called Shake It Up. Right? And Shake Up stands for style, health, attitude, kindness, entertainment.
That's right. But
That's
really,
right.
it's more about gossip.
Yes.
That's what we do. We gossip.
We like to gossip.
I
We
love
like to
it.
gossip, interview people. We're going to have some health tips. We're going to tell you what's in, what's not.
Yeah,
We're
there's a
gonna have
lot of things that's
fun.
not in though. That's
Yeah,
I
that's
really
the
want to
problem.
focus on what's not in.
People
because
don't know what's age
They make
appropriate.
mistakes. They
Yeah,
just make mistakes.
They just.
So we're going to correct those mistakes.
And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m., so we want you to join us. And we're also going to have a great segment on health and what's new.
Wellness.
Yes,
Wellness.
health and wellness.
It's
What's
very
new,
important
what's
to
not.
us.
Yeah.
We work really hard with that. We coach a lot of people through that. So
Yep.
you're going to join us.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
You're going to get healthy.
Yeah. And you're going to have a good time. Oh, and we're also going to have the curse jar.
Yes. I love that.
That's going to be awesome. $5, for fuck's sake.
Come see us in the morning.
Bye. Join us.
back. George Cintron on guitar. Back with Mike Delguidice. We're going to be doing a few things, a few more questions, and then we're going to get together and do a little playing. But I have a few more questions for Mike. I had a lot of questions, but there's never enough time. I just try to hit on some of the good stuff. So there are a lot of professional musicians out there, and playing Madison Square Garden to a lot of people is a dream. All right, playing the Garden a few times is even a bigger dream. You've played there 8 times. You're going to play there 12 times in 1 year.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
really,
ridiculous.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, it doesn't suck, Paul. It really doesn't suck.
Like, I was with Tommy Henriksen last week. He's in Alice Cooper.
Man,
he's with Alice like 5 or 6 years now. He's playing the Garden in October, and he's excited. And I'm like, wow, he's been working his butt off, and he's getting the first chance. I'm like, I look at you, and you're like, wow.
And I got the sneaky Pete. And you got
to do 12. Like, you know, maybe Mick Jagger's done that, you know, something. You know, it's like, here you are. But it's great. You know, that's your hometown, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what was the first feeling playing the Garden?
The first Garden show was intense.
Were you like, did you have the shakes, get nervous? Because I know when I go on stage, I don't get nervous, but something like that would make me nervous.
It's, you know, people always say, no, you were nervous. And I'm like, it's not nerves. It's like, wow, I'm excited. You're pumped. It's beyond pumped. It's like going on like before a sports event where you just kind of like, you're loosening up and you're like, let's do this. You know,
now,
like
do you
waiting
think
my whole life.
If you were sitting there on the piano, you would have been like, forgetting stuff a little different? Because she was sitting back and all you had to do was play it.
Yeah,
so if you think you were in that position, you would have been like, oh my God, I'm going to play the wrong part. And
I always think I'm going to play the wrong part. I always think I'm going to do something wrong. I always think I'm going to sing sharp, sing flat. Every split second of a show is me, what I'm doing wrong.
Of
That's
course.
what I hear.
Because we want to better ourselves.
We want to be the best
you know?
we can. So
no, I did a show on Saturday, and I went there like, my throat's bothering me, this is not going to work. And you do the whole show, he's like, oh, well, nothing happened or whatever.
right.
It's all good, right?
Then you have other nights where you think you're perfectly, like, that was a great show, and all of a sudden there's like a clip on YouTube, and you're like, I was sharp the whole freaking night, you know, because you know, hearing and everything.
So with all this, then you played New Year's, you played the Barclays Center.
That was incredible.
And that was before your Garden show, I think, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's a new place where everybody wants to play. So, and it was rocking New Year's Eve. You're on the billboard in Times Square.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another great
And I got to do Until the Night with Billy, which was like Billy's one duet that he sang with himself on the record.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able, that was the only night we ever played at this whole tour.
Really?
So it was like that moment, and it was the first night, and that was chills. I don't think, there's not many nights where you listen to other bands and someone hits a high note and you get a chill and you're like, wow, goosebumps. Never for my own situation.
Uh-huh.
That was the one night where it was like,
what happened?
Oh my God, I'm singing with Billy Joel and I'm duetting right now. And it was just
Crazy.
Chills from head to toe.
Yeah. So, you know, Mike's been through a lot. He's keeping himself together on this ride. And I have two things. First thing, I don't want to touch on this too much, but I'd seen a video of Brian Johnson of AC/DC singing with you guys. What was that?
That was sick. That was sick.
And you did like Shook Me All Night Long?
Shook Me All Night Long, yeah. He walks into the dressing room and he's got this accent, you know, that, I don't know what it is, Scottish or whatever the hell it is. Like, hey, you David, and he's you know, he's hugging us, and he's, you know, I hope I don't suck. I haven't sang in 2 years, and, you know, and he just gets out there and absolutely
flawless.
Murders it.
That's great.
Murders it. We were all, you know,
that's
doing
good.
this.
Now, one other question. Now, with all this success and stuff, have you got yourself a toy?
A toy?
A toy. I'm not talking sex toys. You know, a big boy's toy. Have you gone out and brought a big boy's toy? Come on, you know.
A toy. A toy.
So what did you actually one day say, now, I'm going to go get what I want?
You know what? I like I said, I live like every day like it's my last. Yeah. So even before the Billy Joel thing ever happened, I had a Shelby. I had a GT500. It was a 2011, and I traded up for the 13 because they said they had better traction. It didn't. And then I was looking up the GTR, and I was like, I've got to get that car. And, of course, I went into debt, and I did what I had to do. It's the impulse thing. You know, I can't walk in. The car dealership sees me walk in, and they're all like, here he comes.
Here he comes, all right.
And they're all excited, so, you know.
All right. All right, well, I want to get to my model spotlight, and then we're going to be back. My model spotlight, I have Mischief Madness. She's from Arizona. Like I said, funeral director, split tongue. She hangs from the skin of her back. She has a lot of things going on. So let's go to Mischief Madness. We'll be back with George and Mike.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Rockin' Ink MC. I'm Mischief Madness. I have been modeling for the past 2 years. I began in 2012. In the 2 years, I've been published nationally and internationally, and I've had over 10 magazine covers underneath my belt. My latest one being with Tattoo Savage in August 2012. I went from modeling to doing other things. I started as a music television co-host for a television show here in Southern Arizona called Music and Mayhem with John Russell and Mischief Madness. Since then, I have also worked with IPOradio.com. It's an online internet radio that we promote independent bands who have not gotten signed yet. We believe at IPO Radio that there's so much good music out there that does not get the credit that it deserves. So in addition to modeling and the radio and the music television show, I love getting tattooed. It's a big hobby of mine. I'm working on my leg sleeve currently. I just did my kneecap. My artist is Nikki Simpson. She's a wonderful artist with lots of talent. I have my own website. You can check out www.mischiefmadness.com. I'm on Twitter at madnessmischief. Instagram is at mischief_madness. And you can also check out my YouTube. I do performances on suspension hooks. I first began as a suspension artist with Life Suspended, founded by the infamous Steve Hayworth. He was the one he split my tongue and he pointed my ears and did a bunch of silicone implants all over my body. I have a couple on my shoulder and on my back and a couple here on my chest. Silicone implants are awesome. If you've ever were curious about the extreme modification world, past tattoos, past piercings, definitely check out Steve Hayworth, because he has amazing stuff that only, he has, because he's, the father of 3D body art. I have my degree as a funeral director. I'm kind of, at a standstill, not really knowing what I want to do, because, I want to be on the radio, but, I also want to take advantage of all the years that I spent at college and further my education. But I'm definitely wanting to go back to embalming, because embalming is a lot of fun and I love learning about the body, and it's more science-based than funeral directing is. So we'll see where things lead me in a couple of months. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to learn more about me, you can just look up Mischief Madness on Google and you'll probably find all my sites. Please like my Facebook fan page. It's Mischief Madness on Facebook. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys have a metal of a day.
We're back with Mike Delguidice, George Cintron, and myself. Like I said, we're going to get together and do a little jam here. And Mike, what do we want to play here? What are we going to play?
I think James Taylor's at the Garden. Is that what you told me?
Taylor's at the Garden.
Little JT and George next to me here. He's going to kill this one. I know it. So, all right, a little Fire and Rain for you.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend now, but I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand, but I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend now, but I've always thought that I'd see you again. Walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, got to turn your head around. But there's hours of time on a telephone line, talking about things to come, sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend now, but I always thought that I'd see you, baby, just one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around me now. Thought I'd see you, fire and rain.
Yeah. That was great.
Bongo, man.
We had bongos here. I gotta get something here, right? What am I gonna do? It was great. I think we have time for another one, but I would like to, I know Mike's got some stuff going on. Mike is gonna be at the Garden this week.
Yes, Wednesday. On Wednesday, yeah.
Mike's gonna be at the Garden. I'm gonna be at Katie's, and I think I have a picture. I have a special 50th birthday party I'm playing for a great friend of mine, Debbie Schmidt, and I'll be at Katie's in Smithtown, which probably holds about 100 people crammed in there, and he's going where it holds how many? 50,000?
20, I think 20.
20, whatever, thousands of people. And George Cintron will be tomorrow night, Tuesday at Katie's.
At Katie's, yes.
With your jam night, right?
9:30 p.m. Yeah.
9:30 jam. Don't forget George and Rob DiMartino, Bobby Rondinelli, and everyone else that comes in.
Special guest drummer, Frank Bellucci.
Oh, Frank Bellucci will be there.
Yeah.
All right. That's every Tuesday at Katie's. So if you're a musician or if you love seeing just great musicians play, Katie's in Smithtown, Tuesday nights, George, Rob, Bobby Rondinelli is usually always there. He's in and out. They have a lot of special guests sitting in here and there. And what else you have going on, George? Anything with the Clapton band these days?
No Clapton till November, I think.
Okay.
Doing symphony shows.
Doing the symphony shows here
San
and there.
Jose this weekend.
Okay.
You know,
George is always flying out and flying in.
Flying in, yeah.
Right?
That's right. Just got back from Malaysia. Wasn't bad.
I think
Well, you
last
made it.
time.
That's a good thing. A long flight.
Last time you were here, I think you were going there
We were
too.
going, yeah, Malaysia.
Yeah.
A long flight.
But we're gonna get another one going here, guys. What do you want to do? It's all up to you guys. I'm just banging on the bongos.
What do you feel like? What do you feel like?
Whatever you
got anything in mind?
I have nothing.
It's
your show. I'm the.
Come on, you're
I'm
the man.
Between the both of them, they probably know 5,000 songs. We can't figure out one, right?
I don't know all the words. They have the stuff that I want to play. Let's see. Little Beatles.
Sure.
Try to see it my way. Think that go ahead, help me out here, George. Try to see it your way, with the risk that knowing that our love will soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. We can get it wrong or get it straight and say goodnight. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way, knowing that our love will soon be gone. Try to see it your way, the chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again.
Trying to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can't go on? I say it your way. Run the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it
George, when I don't know the words, just tackle me.
If we
There
do
it is.
Beatles songs, we could do another one because they didn't
Yeah,
break
sure.
3 minutes,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. A lot of them didn't.
We do have a few minutes. Yeah, we could one, short one, quick. You can play us out and you can take us out, all right? You can play us right out when we're done, all right?
Georgia was a man who thought he was alone, but he knew it couldn't last. Georgia left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Sweet Loretta Martin thought she was a woman, but she was another man. All the girls around her said she got it coming, but she gets it while she can. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Ooh, come on, Georgia.
yours truly, John. See you next week.
Get back to where you once belonged.
Round and round, it's all she knows. Play the part of being used. The more she hides, the more I show. I wanna be abused by you. Her body's like an undertow. You're drowning everything in me. The way she moves, the way she knows. Everything I need.